Dinoponera. 48 hours of pain. Stay far from these top predator, they are extremely dangerous and deadly. In this video, you will know all about the biggest ant in the world. I am pretty much sure that you must have seen a variety of tiny ants in the backyard, playground, or even inside the house. But do you know what is the biggest ant in the world? Are you excited to explore this wonderful creature? Let's explore the facts about the largest ant. Luckily, these ants are slow-moving enough for humans to successfully avoid. Have you ever sustained painful bites from an ant? If so, do you? Everyone has heard horror stories about exceedingly disgusting, deadly or seemingly fictitious instances of insects killing people. Dinoponera is a strictly South American genus of ant in the subfamily Ponerinae, commonly called Ticandiras or giant Amazonian ants. These ants are generally less well known than Paraponera clavata, the bullet ant, yet Dinoponera females may surpass 3 to 4 centimeters, 1.2 to 1.6 in total body length, making them among the largest ants. Before we go on, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything. Now it's time to see and hear how dangerous these things are. Dinoponera. If 2 or 3 of this ants sting you, you can die in less than 30 minutes. So if 4 or more of these ants bite you, it could be sudden death. Please, when you see this ant, stay far. It could be fatal to you. More than 12,000 known ant species are found almost everywhere on the planet except Antarctica, Greenland, Iceland, and some island nations. Most of them are black, brown, or red. Among these wide varieties of ants, one ant grabbed the title of the biggest ant in the world, i.e., Dinoponera. Dinoponera, the giant ant classified under the Ponerine subfamily. These species are also known as other common names, include giant Amazon ants and Ticandiras. Though these giant ants are less popular than Paraponera clavata. Fact 1. Dinoponera, giant ants, are known as piata in many Tucanoan languages spoken in Colombia, Brazil, Ecuador, and Peru. Fact 2. The female Dinoponera queen driver ants can grow around 3 to 4 centimeters, 1.2 to 1.6 inches. Fact 3. Dinoponera is strictly a South American genus, therefore, they can only be found in the South American regions. These giant ants are mostly found in the montane rainforest, which is located on the eastern slopes of the Andes in Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia, to savanna and lowland rainforest in Brazil, Guyana, Paraguay, and Argentina. Fact 4. The biggest ant usually lives in nests located at the bases of trees up to 16 inches deep, their anthill, which is divided into different chambers. Fact 5. The colony of these largest ants has approximately 70 to 96 workers, though colony size varies among species. Fact 6. The giant ant, Dinoponera, possesses a potent sting that can cause severe pain lasting up to 48 hours. Fact 7. The venom of Dinoponera could be helpful in the pharmaceutical industry. The people of northeast Brazil uses dry crushed Dinoponera quadriceps ants to treat earaches, and the stings of live ants are administered for back pain and rheumatism sores. Fact 8. Forager go approximately 10 meters away from nest in search of food, seed, fruits, and live prey, between dawn and dusk. What is the biggest ant in the world? Dinoponera is the biggest ant in the world, which can reach lengths of 3 to 4 centimeters in length. How many ant species are in the world? More than 12,000 known ant species are found almost everywhere on the planet except Antarctica, Greenland, Iceland, and some island nations. What's the smallest ant in the world? The pharaoh ant, Monomorium pharaonis, is the smallest ant in the world, which is 2 mm long. Dinoponera. In Dinoponera quadriceps, high-ranking workers are attacked and immobilized by low-ranking females in order to prevent them from challenging the breeder. Fig 8. From Encyclopedia of Animal Behavior, 2nd edition. Policing of breeder replacement. The selfish interests of workers are also in conflict in species where the workers and queens are not morphologically distinct, so that a worker can take over the queen role. Monin and Ratnieks, 2001. In some Ponerine ants, glossary, the queen caste has been lost and the colony is headed by a mated worker who is the queen, called a gamergate, and heads a colony of unmated daughter workers. Even though all workers are capable of mating, a single gamergate monopolizes reproduction in species like Dinoponera quadriceps, Fig 8. The high-ranking workers lay some unfertilized eggs, but most of these are killed by the gamergate. In addition, it can be in the selfish interest of a daughter worker to overthrow the gamergate, rather than allow one of her sisters to do so. However, most of the workers never challenge the current breeder, and the few workers that challenge only do so once the fertility of the current breeder decreases. Again, the discrepancy between the potential incentive to selfishness and observed occurrence of selfishness can be explained by policing. Fig 2. In the conflict over breeder replacement, workers police by aggression to prevent selfish workers from replacing the queen. In Dinoponera quadriceps, high-ranking workers are attacked and immobilized by low-ranking females in order to prevent them from challenging the breeder. Fig 8. Again, cuticular hydrocarbons, especially compounds that correlate with fertility, likely play a role in recognition of selfish individuals, since the status of the potentially fertile challenger individuals is reflected in their cuticular profile. The queen sometimes helps the workers in recognition. In D. quadriceps, the queen uses her sting to mark the individuals challenging her with glandular secretions. These cause non-reproductive workers to punish the challenger. Monin et al., 2002. Both the queen, who maintains her status, and the non-reproductive workers benefit by not allowing premature replacement of the gamergate. The bullet ant, P. clavata and Dinoponera species, is so named for its powerful and potent sting. Intense excruciating pain, which reaches its peak after approximately 24 hours, follows the sting of a single worker ant. Systemic reactions may include diaphoresis, nausea, vomiting, tachycardia, lymphadenopathy, cardiac arrhythmias, local edema, and hematochezia. 123 Rare neurological complications include limb paralysis and paresthesia, trembling, and malaise. 123, 125, Box 5. Appearance. Workers of this species is recognized by its finely microsculptured integument, which is not shiny, rounded anterior inferior pronotal corner lacking a tooth-like process, ventral side of the head lacking any gular striations, and long/flagellate pelocyti. Males are distinguished by the long fine setae of the second funicular segment, light brown coloration, long narrow parameres, valsella with 2 small basal teeth and lacking a lobe on the distal edge of digitus valsellaris. Dinoponera quadriceps may be confused with Dinoponera mutica, but has a finely microsculptured integument which is not shiny, lacks gular striations, and has a petiole which bulges on the dorso-anterior edge, in contrast to Dinoponera mutica and #39. S roughly microsculptured integument, striated gula, and petiole with even, non-bulging corners. Dinoponera quadriceps and Dinoponera mutica differ in microsculpturing, gular striations, and petiole shape. Distribution records show a distance of over 900 nbsp, km between the two species, but if specimens are found with an integration of characters in the area of Tocantins and northern Goyas, then these species may need to be synonymized. Distribution. Dinoponera quadriceps is found in the Caatingas, Cerrados, upland humid forest and Atlantic forest in the northeastern Brazilian states of Alagoas, Bahia, Ceará, Paraíba, Pernambuco, and Rio Grande do Norte. Of all Dinoponera, Dinoponera quadriceps has the largest colonies with an average of 80 workers. Dinoponera quadriceps usually nest at the base of trees. Observations of Dinoponera quadriceps nests show that in more arid Caatinga and Cerrado habitats, nests are predominantly constructed under trees, whereas in Atlantic forests 60% of nests were 3 m away from any tree. Nests are deeper in Dinoponera quadriceps than in Dinoponera gigantea, Monin et al. Suggests that deeper nests are a possible adaptation to seasons and aridity. Behavior. Like other Dinoponera, Dinoponera quadriceps lacks a distinct queen caste and all individuals are morphologically similar and capable of reproduction. In Dinoponera quadriceps, dominance hierarchies tend to be relatively short where only a few individuals actively compete for reproduction. Dinoponera quadriceps has a marked seasonal pattern in activity. It is most active in May, August, the late rainy season to early dry season in the semi-arid Caatinga. Activity is strongly negatively correlated to temperature and positively correlated to prey abundance. The diet Dinoponera quadriceps have been shown to be predominantly scavenged invertebrates, but include live prey, seeds and fruits. Diet seems to be very similar across the genus, regardless of habitat, and the taxonomic diversity of prey is comparable to other tropical ponerines. Defense. Further information, Dinoponera and NBSP, venom. For subduing large live prey and defense, workers possess a sting that has been known to cause severe pain lasting up to 48 hours. Due to the high diversity of compounds and systemic effects, venom could be of use to the pharmaceutical industry. For instance, Sosa et al. Demonstrated in mice that venom from Dinoponera quadriceps had antinociceptive properties. The authors note that the local population of northeast Brazil uses dry crushed Dinoponera quadriceps ants to treat earaches, and the stings of live ants are administered for back pain and rheumatism. Dinoponera quadriceps. Dinoponera quadriceps. Dinoponera quadriceps is a queenless species of ants in the subfamily Ponerinae. The species, known from Brazil, is similar to Dinoponera mutica and uses venom for subduing large live prey and defense. Its venom could be of use to the pharmaceutical industry. A central goal of ecology is to understand the mechanisms behind variation in the abundance of species. Food web theory predicts higher biomass for animals at lower trophic levels. However, some high trophic level species may reach great abundance via highly efficient foraging behaviors. We evaluated ecological and behavioral traits of the giant tropical ant Dinoponera australis related to these mechanisms. We determined its distribution and abundance, documented its foraging behavior, and measured its trophic position in a population at Iguazu, Argentina. We report that D. australis colonies are overdispersed, and the species reaches a wet biomass of more than 2.5 kg/ha at this site. Dinoponera australis foraging behavior is characterized by route fidelity of individual workers, with different individuals specializing on different areas around the nest. Finally, stable isotopic evidence and direct observation suggest these ants are among the top predators in this terrestrial invertebrate community. We interpret our findings in the context of how the behavior of an abundant top predator creates an exception to the usual trade-off between biomass and trophic level. Together these data provide insight into the biology of one of the world's largest ants and why they may be able to attain such high densities where they occur. Foraging ecology of the tropical giant hunting ant Dinoponera australis, Hymenoptera, Formicidae, evaluating mechanisms for high abundance. Stay far from these top predator, they are extremely dangerous and deadly.